Hi there, I'm John from CNCROI.com, and today we're going to make some huge house number signs. My company CNCROI.com has made a lot of house number signs using Corian, wood, plastics, everything. But this is by far the biggest ones we've ever made. So you can see here, it's really big. Here's my arms to give you an idea. Now the reason they're so big is because it's going to go on a farm under a roof. And as a result, because it's so far away from the road, you want to be able to see it clearly. Now originally I had my doubts about using pine for this project. The reason being the contrast against the white is not the best. But after doing it, I'm actually quite surprised that the contrast comes out really, really nice, especially at a distance, which was the goal. So what we'll do now, we'll take a look at my industrial laser engraving and cutting this out. It might seem counterintuitive to laser engrave out the nines because it makes it darker and then to fill with white paint. But really what I'm doing is something totally different. I'm creating depth. And the reason why I want depth is because when I add the paint here, I still want to be able to sand all the way around without removing the paint. So if you create something that has some depth to it, basically you have the paint down here and you have the edge up here, you're sanding it, you're sanding up here, you're never touching the paint and removing it down there. So take a look at me adding enamel paint to the pine. applied a couple layers of enamel white paint onto the engraving here that I had on the 99 sign, it was time to just clean it up. So basically remove the mask, do some sanding around for any overspray or underspray of the white paint, and then basically the project would have been done after a little bit of polyurethane. Now I didn't jump to the polyurethane. The reason for that is I wasn't happy with the whiteness of the enamel. It just wasn't white enough. I wanted to make it a lot whiter, so what I did is applied several more layers of white paint manually inside, because if I sprayed it, then I got to do even more sanding. It's just basically one countering the other one. And the issue with sanding something over and over again is that, remember I have the paint down here and the ledge up here that I'm sanding? Well, the more sanding I do, the closer I get to the paint, and therefore I start to remove the paint. So for this here, I just got a paintbrush and I started painting this white over and over again, layer after layer, to really get the brightness of the white out onto the sign. So let's take a look at me refinishing this project after the original finishing. And now you know how I got this whiteness to be so white. Now you might be wondering, how is this going to be stuck onto a wall? Well, I actually used the laser to engrave two little holes. You can see one here and another one over here. And actually it cut all the way through. So you already have your pilot holes to screw it in. And all you do, because it's on the white area of the sign, all you do is apply a little bit of paint over the screw head, and it will become white just like the sign, and you'll never notice that it was there at a distance. Now this project came out really nice, and I'm very happy with how it looks, especially at a distance, because originally you wouldn't think white on basically an off-white would provide enough contrast from the road, but it actually does. So if you're looking for a custom house number sign Any material, any size, contact me at CNCROI.com.